Good morning and welcome back to Planet Althistory. Today we are going to discuss what if Goku was in the Pokemon world, part 3. Last time on What If Goku Was in the Pokemon World. Goku, Red, Green, Blue and Brock beat Team Rocket in the Silph Corporation. They recovered all the people and inhabitants of Palatown, including Professor Oak. Sabrina had a fierce fight with Goku, but our hero came out victorious of this battle. After fighting the mighty fusion of Articuno, Zapdos and Moltres, Goku fainted, but he became a hero. Giovanni, who wouldn't hear from Sabrina, became very angry and obsessed over Goku. He had a huge weapon in his arsenal, a Mewtwo. After healing, Goku was received by the people of Palatown. Everyone was there and they celebrated Goku, or well, Brown as he is known in this timeline. Even his former master of Saffron City's former gym would come and congratulate Goku on becoming a hero. Goku would thank his former master and he would ask if both could have a sparring match, with his former master gladly accepting it. Goku was of course much stronger, but the former master, he noticed that Goku's actions were too much dominated by emotions rather than technique. The former master of Goku would remind Goku that he should work on his technique, and if needed, he would always be there for Goku. Goku would thank him, and after the celebrations would be done, Goku and Brock would continue their journey while Red, Blue and Green would go their own separate ways. Giovanni wanted a stronger Mewtwo, so Mewtwo wouldn't be ready as of yet, and Blaine could probably be longer part of Team Rocket, but not for long, because he would still find someone as inspiration to leave Team Rocket, be it Goku, Red or even Brock or Green. Goku would arrive on Cinnabar Island and beat his team with his Gyarados. Blaine would make a comment to Goku how strong the latest adversaries of Palatown were, referring to Red, Blue, and he would tell Goku to be careful. Brown, you're a strong trainer, but some dangers can't be faced alone or on your own. Sometimes some dangers are meant to be faced by the one who is responsible for it. Huh? What do you mean? Blaine would think to himself that Mewtwo might blast and escape any moment. But that wouldn't happen as of yet. Never mind, Brown, just continue your path, but just try to always remember what I said. Some battles that you fight are not worth fighting, and they should be fought by other people who are responsible for it. Blaine would continue working behind the scenes and probably leak some information later on, while Sabrina would still be on her own, thinking of her whole situation and thinking especially about Goku and the fight that she had with him. Blue, Red and Goku would beat Giovanni in the gym fight, but this time Giovanni would not disband Team Rocket, as he was very confident about his new plan for this stronger Mewtwo. And without the betrayal of Blaine yet, he would feel more comfortable with his organization. Also keep in mind that Blaine was the one of the main heads of this creation of Mewtwo, and that Sabrina was not a main head of this creation. Thus, even if Sabrina left Team Rocket much earlier, it would not be a huge blow towards Giovanni. Giovanni would then continue and say this to Goku: bro, perhaps you won this fight, but the next fights you can't win. Goku would be angry at Giovanni and ask him many times to stop hurting the Pokemon with his organization. Ha! Don't worry, Brown. I don't intend to hurt Pokemon. I intend to hurt someone else. And with that and some smoke around him, Giovanni would disappear. With all these butterflies, Red would probably be doing other things, but still encounter Yellow and most likely train his Pokemon some more. in the Pokemon League finals, Professor Oak would not compete, but he would have a different constellation. I believe that Red fighting against Green and Blue fighting against Goku and even winning this fight would be the optimal scenario in this case. Not only would this satisfy Blue, but it would set Goku to the right path, showing him that he can't always win, be it in a normal fight or Pokemon fight. Also, between Blue and Goku, their relation would become much better, as Blue would finally be able to somehow have something on his own, that he was able to beat Goku, and like this Blue would not be as jealous as he was before, and their relationship between each other could improve in many ways. Also, the thing that Goku's former master told him about the technique, well, that was also something that happened with his Pokemon, because his former master told him to improve his technique, and that was lacking, while Blue had the technique with his Pokemon, and Red at the end, he had it all. He was an all-rounder, and that's why Red would still win the Pokemon League, with Blue coming in the second place and Green and Goku probably sharing the third place. Goku would still be motivated until at one point suddenly Blaine would appear out of nowhere and tell to Goku, Red, Blue and Green and Brock that Mewtwo finally escaped and that Giovanni made it much stronger. Mewtwo would still go then to the Cerulean Cave and cause some havoc. Bill would then be in touch with everyone else, and Giovanni, of course, he would still have these dreams to dominate the world, and he would know that Goku and his friends, well, they would come to him. The Mewtwo is more powerful than the Mewtwo that we know. This Mewtwo has a tiny different genetic constellation, and it would also be much more improved. When our heroes arrived to Cerulean Cave, Giovanni would order Mewtwo to beat them. Mewtwo would fight many strong Pokemon and also Goku himself. Goku would not be able to make big damage, but Mewtwo's focus would still be set on Goku, as his mission was to kill Goku. Blaine would be the first one to notice that, and he would order his Pokemon to protect Goku at first. Then he would talk to Red, Blue, Green and Brock and tell them about his plan. They would slowly try to form their Pokemon around Goku and then divert Mewtwo's attention away from Goku, so Goku could then somehow escape. But the problem was Goku, because Goku, he is a fighter and he would not just quit the battlefield easily. So then Brock interferes and he would say that they should let Goku fight until he gets tired and then protect him with their Pokemon. He knows Goku and he would know exactly at which moment it would start to get critical and when they could work this out. That's exactly what they would do, and it would somehow work out. Goku eventually gets a critical hit from Mewtwo, but everyone else then proceeds to tell the Pokemon to protect Goku, and after that moment Blaine would face Mewtwo and Giovanni on his own. He would ask Giovanni why he would let a monster like Mewtwo lose and if it was worth it. They had at the beginning a different vision of the world, and Blaine would also ask Mewtwo whether he really wants to kill Goku and if he really wants to listen to someone who is weaker than himself. Mewtwo would get mad. Giovanni would order Mewtwo to kill Blaine, but at that point Mewtwo would kick Giovanni far off and Mewtwo would then just attack Blaine, but with a non-threatening move. The Pokemon, they would still interfere, but one after one would faint and Giovanni would tell Mewtwo to stop and that he could be free from anyone's control and that there was no need to kill someone. Mewtwo wouldn't listen, and after fighting with the Pokemon and making them faint, he would attack Blaine and wound him critically. Then Mewtwo would aim for Goku. Goku's friends, they wouldn't be able to protect him. But suddenly Blaine would get up and stand in front of Goku, taking a huge blow from Mewtwo, while at the same time Goku and our heroes were teleported away. Suddenly Sabrina interfered with her Kadabra and she saved our heroes. Mewtwo would see what happened and he realized that he killed Blaine, Goku was gone, and according to him, Goku was vaporized or he fled. He never really saw Sabrina or Kadabra. He also never really cared about Goku's friends, so he didn't know what was going on. But he was confused. And as Mewtwo had some human DNA in him, he would feel something that would make him really uncomfortable. Guilt. He never intended to kill Blaine and felt bad for it. His purpose was to kill Goku, but then again he killed someone, he killed Blaine. The purpose that he shouldn't have done. But this action of killing someone made him feel bad. And also the fact that he took order from someone who is weaker than him, Giovanni. It just didn't make any sense. And as Mewtwo is a very smart Pokemon, he would have some thinking to do. And he was, of course, he was like a newborn Pokemon, so he would have to reflect a lot on what his purpose would be. So he would just escape, fly away, and Giovanni would also be devastated, but for very different reasons. His plans, they were totally badly executed. And after this incident, Giovanni would take a much more radical route. He would not disband Team Rocket, but he would now fear that someone purposely interfered in the creation of Mewtwo and he wasn't aware of it. So he would purge Team Rocket and make maybe Team Rocket much smaller, but he would only now have the most fanatic members within Team Rocket, the ones that would listen to him and do whatever he would tell them to do without just questioning it. This Team Rocket would be a more serious threat, and it would be a more scary Team Rocket. Now the questions that we all have to ask ourselves is, why did Sabrina save our heroes? How will Giovanni continue? And what will happen to Mewtwo? Stay tuned for part 2 of What If Goku Was in the Pokemon World. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, support me also on Patreon, and join my forum, forum.planetalthistory.ga. Until next time on Planet Alt History.